Hello, good afternoon, or good morning, or good night from wherever you're at. My name is Leslie, and today we are going to be talking about Maui. And I'm super excited and grateful that Miss Sandy has worked on this with me, and we've been tag teaming this project. So we thought it would be a good idea to do a Learn About Hawaii series, especially because convention is coming to Hawaii in July next year. And Hawaii is a great place to send your clients. And since we are both living in Hawaii on Oahu, we just want to share our knowledge from our point of view and help you guys learn a little bit about each island. So every month from today until the end of the year, we're going to do 4 different sessions talking about the different islands because each one is different, and they have their own personality and flavor. So we just want to help you guys out with, bringing people here ethically and in, a good way. We call it Pono to keep everything righteous and balanced and everything. So um, with that, I will give it to Sandy, who's going to start us off. Sandy, you there?
Hi everyone. Yes, my name is Sandy Rosa, and I started with Evolution back in April of 2019. Currently a gold consultant living on the island of Oahu, and I actually live near Aulani, Disney Aulani, which is a very high tourist area and a very beautiful resort. Very beautiful resort. To start off the series, as Leslie mentioned, we are doing Maui and Maui County in general. So let's get started. So the Hawaiian Islands, the state of Hawaii is made up of 8 main islands, 6 of which are open to visitors. And Oahu, the most populated island, is home to the state capital of Honolulu and the world famous beachfront neighborhood of Waikiki. The next slide, excuse me, will show the islands we will be covering today in this series. So Maui County, um, Maui County includes, of course, Maui, Molokai, Lanai, and Kaho'olawe. The airport for these islands are located on Maui in Kahului. Airport code is OGG. Car rental is highly suggested for these islands, and Uber is available on Maui. Bus system all isn't very populated because some of these islands are more smaller scale, and taxis can be quite expensive. So if you can get an Uber, that'd be great. Uber is probably the cheapest way to get around the islands. So first, we're going to start with Molokai. It's considered the friendly isle. Their color is green. The flower that represents the island, just as in the picture here, is the pua kukui nut, which is a small white blossom. But it's also known for, this island is known for its authentic culture. Molokai is very small. It's a very, how to say, cowboy country type, very laid back, um, and rural lifestyle. The top attractions on Molokai would be like Kalaupapa National Historical Park and Hapohaku Beach, Halava Valley. This is where they have the 2 beautiful falls in that area, which is Moa'ulua and Hipu'apua Falls. It is a hike into this valley, Um, but you can drive up on the side of it, but you would need to get a 4x4 to get there. And then we have Ohaku Mauliuli. Ohaku Mauliuli. That even trips me up. Ohaku Mauliuli. It's a waterfalls hike. And again, you need a 4x4 to reach it, but totally worth it. Totally worth the drive. This island is also best for cultural immersion. They have a lot of Hawaiian centered programs, a good island to get to know the culture of Hawaii, very slow travel, and lots of outdoor explorations, things to do outdoors. Molokai Wharf is a good place to catch the sunset off of Kaunakakai, but it would be a great idea to go and get dinner first and maybe have a takeout plate and watch the sunset, because on Molokai, everything closes early. Everything closes early. So that's a good thing that your clients might want to do to catch the sunset, but please advise them to get a plate lunch and take it with them. Okay, so car rental places on Molokai, pretty basic. The airport here is very small, but Alamo, Avis, same like always, at all the other different island airports as well. The hotel on this island, Molokai Shores and Kenanikai, many other Airbnbs in the area, but these are the two main hotels that are on the islands. And Molokai Shores happens to be one of the main hotels on the island. Restaurants that they may want to visit while they're there, things like Kanemitsu Bakery, Molokai Hot Bread. Those are the two popular places on island, and things that could satisfy sweet tooth. Breakfast and lunch on the island. Um, take a visit to Hula Bean Cafe, Mana'e's Good and Grinds, and Molokai Burger are the main places to go and check out while on the island. And for a fun evening out, try Paddler's Restaurant and Bar. There's no commercial luau's on this island, but Paddler's Restaurant and Bar is probably the closest you're going to get to evening life on Molokai. Very laid back island. And then for Lanai, considered the private island or Pineapple Island. It's a reference to the past, that Molokai, Lanai was the pineapple island because of all the plantations, pineapple plantations, known by Doe pineapple. And their color is orange. Their flower is kaunaoa, like pictured here. They are known for exclusivity, very quiet island, very off the grid, and high luxury areas, actually. This island only has about one or two different hotels, of which Four Seasons Resort is one of them. A good place to visit while you're on the island. This island can take maybe one day to see the entire island. That's how small the island is and very laid back, not developed like most islands are. Not as developed, I should say, as most other islands are. So Shipwreck Beach is one of the places that they can visit while there, a place of interest. And Garden of the Gods is another place. This is a good island for luxury travelers, honeymooners, and those just seeking solitude for a little bit. You take a ferry over to Lanai from the island of Maui, and you can spend a day trip there, rent a Jeep, hop in the Jeep, and tour the entire island in just about a day. So good day trip to do while you're on Maui. Um, as I mentioned, you can go ahead and get a ferry from Maui over to Lanai, and you can book it with Expedition Ferry. It operates from Ma'alaya Harbor on Maui, and the ferry takes approximately 45 to 60 minutes and arrives at Manele Harbor on Lanai. You should make reservations in advance, as supply is limited and the ferry offers various packages. Ferry prices can range from about $34 for the children, $66 for adults, and they do have military discount, which is about $40 one way. Because of high fuel costs, the prices have gone up. They were actually once known to have lower prices, just not even a year or two ago when I went and my family went. It wasn't that expensive, but you know, as with everything, prices are rising, especially because of fuel costs. So accommodations, as I said before, there's about two hotels, main hotels on this island. Hotel Lanai is one of them. It's a 3-star hotel. And then, of course, the Four Seasons. Transportation on this island, there's no buses or other public transportation. Roads are very limited, so Jeep rentals are highly suggested. Um, Even if you're only going to travel to, say, Shipwreck Beach for the day, you do need a 4x4 even to go there. So places you can rent the Jeeps from, they can rent it from Lanai Car Rentals as well as 808 Day Trip. There's a few other local places that they can rent vehicles from, but these are the two main places to rent. Then we have Kaho'olawe. Kaho'olawe is uninhabited. It's not an island that we can visit. It's considered the target isle. The color of the island is silver gray, and the flower is hina hina, like pictured there. Kaho'olawe is the smallest of Hawaii's main islands, located 7 miles southwest of Maui, and known for its sacred and cultural significance to Native Hawaiians. For decades, has endured bombardments and missile strikes, earning the nickname Target Isle, and suffering from devastating erosion caused by military activities and overgrazing from goats and sheep. Entry is strictly controlled by the Kaho'olawe Island Reserve Commission and is limited to Native Hawaiian cultural, spiritual, and subsistence purposes, and environmental restoration and historical preservation. And then we have our main island of Maui for today's presentation. Color is pink, flower is Loke Lani Rose, as in the picture there. Top attractions, which we will go over one by one. Road to Hana, Haleakala National Park, Lahaina, which is the historic town. Um, and then we have Wailea and Ka'anapali. This island is best for couples, honeymooners, family, outdoor enthusiasts, and accommodations are upscale resorts, condos, and boutique hotels. Transportation would be by rental car, which is highly recommended, especially for this island. Okay, so Malama or Aina and Kai, which basically means take care of our land and our ocean, and travel pono, travel with peace. Hiking explorations, sightseeing up close is an important part of our trip to Hawaii. To get up close and personal is what each traveler is excited to do and to experience. We welcome this and we love to see the wonderful experience you and your family have. Immerse yourselves in cultural activities and enjoy Hawaii for its beauty and strong cultural bonds. Just a few quick safety measures. Read signs at hiking trails and beaches and follow their guidance. Many times we have tourists that want to explore and they may not see or may not notice the different signs. Some places are considered kapu or keep out, don't go there, off limits, and they end up still going and they end up either getting lost or having to be rescued. So we just ask that they respect the area, look for signs that may be posted in the area before hiking through a trail. So use water wisely, tend to your trash, enjoy the beaches, um, explore the beaches and the culture that the beaches have, but always tend to what you bring. So what you bring, you want to take back with you, or use the receptacles that there are in most beaches. Give wildlife such as sea turtles, native birds, and especially our monk seals the space that they need to roam and to be themselves, because this is their home too. A lot of people tend to come to Hawaii thinking that they can go and up close and get a good photo opportunity. Um, but especially monk seals, they can get very territorial. So please be careful while out and about, and have your clients also be very careful when taking photos with the different wildlife.
Yeah, there's actually a 50 feet like law that you have to be at least 50 feet away from the Hawaiian monk seals. So just be very mindful of that for sure.
Thank you. And then we have carry your mask with you. A lot of our trails are small, so you're going to be sharing that trail with a lot of other people. So you might want to take your mask with you, and just for safety precautions. Uh, Also to pack out what you packed in, which is what I mentioned earlier. Whatever you bring with you, go ahead and take it back out with you. Find a receptacle for it and deposit it there where it should be. And then again, as I mentioned earlier, to respect what is closed. So things that say kapu or keep out, um, those are areas that are not open to the public and should not be, we should not be going into that area. Okay, so we are now into West Maui and Ka'anapali and Lahaina. So just a brief little history about it. For historical content, Lahaina was the first capital of the Kingdom of Hawaii. They were ruled by kings and queens before the illegal overthrow in 1893. King Kamehameha united the islands. After the arrival of foreigners, Lahaina became an important whaling town. And I'm not sure how many of us remember, but Lahaina's banyan tree was a very predominant landmark for Maui, and very important, a very important one too. It was almost destroyed in the fire, as you can see the pictures here. But one thing is good about it, it still stands today. Arborists are working hard to make sure that it's healthy and growing. And this tree is one of those landmarks that when we go to Maui, we see it and we just kind of say, yep, we're on Front Street. But unfortunately, Front Street is closed to the public. This is one of those areas that are not allowed to, um, not open for visitors at all. So, but can we visit Lahaina? Yes, absolutely. There's other areas around Lahaina that we can visit and we can help to be there and to help them get back on their feet again by patronizing their um, establishments that are open. Sorry about that. Okay, so what's closed? The historic Front Street area is closed to the public. The iconic banyan tree that we just shared and the Lahaina Harbor closed. Signs are posted to remind tourists not to gawk or take photos of the fire damaged areas out of respect for the grieving community. But the good thing is there are things that are open. Northern parts of Lahaina are open. West Maui resort areas are open to the public, and the rest of Maui. There's approximately like 95% of the island's tourist infrastructure that is fully operational and ready to receive guests. So, how to visit respectfully, support our local businesses, choose locally owned restaurants, tour operators, and shops to help Maui's community and economy recover. Consider visiting the Lahaina Cannery and Lahaina Gateway malls, where many businesses are open. Be patient and understanding. Many residents are still dealing with the impact of the disaster. Avoid asking locals about the fires unless they bring it up first. Don't trespass. Respect all barriers and signs indicating off limits or kapu. Consider volunteerism. Organizations like the Maui Strong Fund and Malama Kula have volunteer opportunities to help with recovery and conservation efforts. Stay informed. For the most current information, consult trusted sources such as the Hawaii Tourism Authority and the County of Maui. And then this is where my portion ends, and I will be handing it over to Leslie now. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandy. Great job. And thank you for all that awesome information about all the different islands in Maui. So I get to talk a little bit about more about Maui. So this is Eel Valley. And this is a place where you can go and check out. You can notice the very pointy mountain there, and there was a famous battle fought between the Native Hawaiians. So it was like King Kamehameha, um, and a lot of people died in that valley. So it's pretty special, pretty historical. It's a gorgeous view. And sometimes it can get foggy, but these pictures are on a nice, clear day. Northwest Maui, we have Kapalua, which is really, really gorgeous. Um, There's a lot of resorts there, and Kapalua is great if your clients love to golf. It's perfect for them if they do. There's several golf courses, like the Plantation course at Kapalua, the Gold course at Wailea Golf Club. It's recognized for hosting the PGA Tour events in the past, and it's known for dramatic elevation changes, coastal views, and challenging holes. So it's a really good spot for golfing. Other notable Maui courses are the Royal Ka'anapali Golf Course, the Ka'anapali Kai Course, and the King Kamehameha Golf Course or Golf Club. Paia is on the north shore of Maui, and it's a really cute, laid back surf town on Maui's north shore. It is bursting with boho charm, colorful storefronts, and the aloha spirit for sure. There's art galleries, fresh poke, which is raw fish, but it is so yummy. It's like my favorite food. The spicy ahi poke is my favorite. Um, and there's a beach called Ho'okipa Beach, which is really nice for windsurfers, and sometimes you can see sea turtles from afar. So whether you're chasing the sunrise at Baldwin Beach or shopping at a local mom and pop boutique, Paia is always a good idea. And some of my favorite places to go to in Paia is Mana Foods, which is a kind of like a natural food store. They're more like healthy. You can go there and get quick grab and go um, plate lunch, or different snacks, drinks. And then also Mama's Fish House is located in Paia. But that one is really popular, so you have to make sure that you make those reservations early for your clients. Um, and just a little background, my mom actually lives in Maui, so I've been going to Maui ever since I was 10 years old, and I love Paia. It's one of my favorite places. When I go there, I always have to go there to Paia. They have a really cute shop called Alice in Hula Land, that has some really cute like gifts and like T-shirts, and I also bought some really nice Ni'ihau shell earrings from there too for a good deal. Um, and also East Maui is Hana and Kipahulu. So really gorgeous. You can see the black sand beach there in the picture. And notice so this is the road to Hana, and it's very windy and twisty. And if you get car sick, make sure that you take some Dramamine for sure. So this is a little snippet about the road to Hana that I made when I got to visit it. It was absolutely gorgeous. So I'll just play this for you guys. Hopefully you can see it. Okay, so you can see it's a gorgeous drive. I did it with my friend here. She's actually my college roommate, and she drove the whole time around the island, and it took us a good portion of the day. So it was a really fun, and it was my first time to do it with her. This was back in what 2020, 2019 or 2021. But I definitely recommend doing the Road to Hana if you get a chance. Okay, next. Um, so the Kipahulu district is where the road ends and the magic begins. So this is tucked deep in East Maui beyond Hana. Kipahulu is a place of waterfalls, wild rainforests, and ancient Hawaiian roots. There's no Wi-Fi, no rush, just you and the land. The sound of oh, sorry. Uh, Door slammed in my apartment. The sound of bamboo creaking in the wind. So you can hike the epic Pipi Vai Trail, stand in awe under the Waimoku Falls, and dip your toes in the legendary Oheo Gulch. Every step here feels sacred. If you're heading to Maui, don't stop in Hana, just keep going. This hidden corner of the island will change you. Pro tip, there's no cell service, and you want to definitely download the maps in advance and bring snacks for sure. Leave no trace, respect the land, and honor the culture. So yeah, there's absolutely no phones. You will lose phone reception, so make sure that you download those maps ahead of time, and you always want to have snacks and water with you. And it's just, it really is magical. Like, you just have to experience it, and similar to what Sandy mentioned, just be respectful, follow the signs, don't park where it says no parking. And it is that windy road, so be careful of other drivers and just be safe so everyone can enjoy. Um, then we have the central or upcountry um, location. So what's happening? Um, so central upcountry is the slopes of Haleakala, which we'll get to. Haleakala is the volcano that created Maui. So when you go, the further upcountry you go, the cooler the weather is. And actually, my mom lives in upcountry, they call it. She lives in Pupalani, and so you can definitely tell the temperature difference when you go to upcountry compared to town, which would be Kahului or West Side Lahaina or even Kihei. Upcountry is significantly cooler. So in upcountry, there's the Paniolos, which are the cowboys. So there's a lot of Paniolo events and rodeos and stuff like that. Lots of farmland with animals everywhere, and very, very country. And then I love the lavender farm in Kula, which is pictured down here. See all those lavender bushes, and there's so many different types of lavender. And you can try out some lavender scones, lavender tea, and see all the different varieties of lavender that they have. So points of interest for upcountry, Makawao. There's the Makawao Forest Reserve where you can go hiking and exploring. There's also Komoda Store and Bakery. Um, they have really yummy treats, and sometimes you'll see them people line up early in the morning to get in and get the fresh baked goods. There's also Hut Island Glass and historic downtown boutiques. In Kula, there's the Ali'i Kula Lavender Farm I mentioned, the Kula Botanical Farm, and Ocean Vodka Organic Farm and Distillery. And also Ulupalakua is so when you'll know when you're in Ulupalakua when you see the sloping hills, like they literally look like this, and it's like pretty steep. So when you see those steep hills like that, you're in Ulupalakua, and over there you can check out the Ulupalakua Ranch Store and Maui Wine. Next is I wanted to share about South Kihei or South Maui, which is Kihei and Wailea areas. So Southside Maui is made up of Kihei and Wailea towns. They both have amazing beaches and stunning views. So you want to take South Kihei Road, which is coast side, beach side, and then you will see the popular Kamole beaches. So there's Kamole One, Beach Two, Beach Three. So you'll hear the locals say, "Hey, we're gonna go down to Camp Two today. You guys want to come cruise?" So they mean Kamole Beach Two. And these are perfect for cookouts. So come bring the food, bring the grill, and then the beach is swimmable nearby. You can grab a poke bowl from Fudan across the street and enjoy, like Sandy said. It's very chill and laid back. So you can go grab a snack, go grab some food, pull out a towel or a folding chair and enjoy the beach. That is Maui life. Um, so Kihei is, I think, is a good place to recommend your clients to stay. You can find vacation villas and condos for rent. There's lots of shops and restaurants and local markets, many within walking distance. And there's also like a mini swap meet. I don't know what days that it's held, but it's really cute. There's like a lot of local vendors in there for like gifts, souvenirs, fresh fruit, stuff like that. So Wailea is a little further south, and then McKenna Beach is absolutely stunning. So for clients wanting a more luxurious vacation, I would recommend booking them in Wailea. And the Grand Wailea is a 5-star resort with excellent reviews and views. Definitely recommended activities would be anything beach. There's also snorkeling to Molokini, which is a really um, cute, small, like crescent shaped island that you can see off the coast of Kihei, and different like charter boats you can take out there, and then they go snorkeling. You can see a bunch of fish and um, wildlife, marine life out there, and there's some gorgeous sunset cruises you can take. So here's some pictures from Kihei and Wailea. There's beautiful sunsets. This one up here in the top left is Kihei. It's one of the cam beaches. And yeah, it's really, really nice. And I like Kihei a lot. Haleakala National Park is a definite must see when you go to Maui. So, like I mentioned before, Haleakala is the volcano that formed the island of Maui, right? And Haleakala actually means house of the sun. Something I super duper recommend that you offer to your clients or let your clients know, the sunrise is absolutely stunning from here. Like I went when I was pregnant with my son, so I guess would have been like he's 12, so must have been like 13 years now. Um, and there's a little trail, not too bad. I was able to do it, and you get to the summit, and you want to get there by like 4 o'clock, 4:30, something like that, so you can get a nice spot. And it is cold, 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 cold. So you want to make sure you bring blankets, you bring your hoodies. You know, I've seen people up there with beanies, scarf, because it does get cold, especially before the sun comes up. So Haleakala, House of the Sun, definite must see. These guys here are the silver swords. Yeah, silver swords, and they only bloom once a year or once a is it once a year or once a lifetime? I can't remember, but when they bloom, it's really cool to see, and that is something very native, I believe, to Haleakala that you can only see on Maui. Um, and this is the crater down here. So yeah, Haleakala is a definite must see. Also, just be mindful. Let your clients know to be mindful because there are biking tours. So sometimes you'll see a bunch of bikers coasting down Haleakala, and it can be a little nerve wracking as a driver. So just be mindful of the bikers coming down as well. So this is Haleakala National Park. There's a Hosmer Grove campground that you can go and rent out and stay at. You can bring a tent, you can bring food in, and like Sandy mentioned, pack in what you or pack out what you pack in or whatever. Make sure that you clean up after yourself. No opala, no trash. So Hawaii is big on no littering. I mean, we have to keep this place beautiful. So we highly discourage littering. Like litter drives me crazy. They say litter bugs me. So no opala. Make sure you throw your stuff away. Um, and all of that, and respect the land and the animals and explore. There's a lot of forest, there's a lot of um, different scenery to enjoy. So, some vendors to use when booking Maui or Hawaii in general would be Pleasant Holidays, Vax. You can use Blue Sky Vacations, also Classic Vacations, and then you can also use Viator for activities. You can use Viator to book the local um, businesses as well, of course. And then Norwegian Cruise Line Pride of America has a year-round ship dedicated to island hopping, and the interior is rich in Hawaiian culture. And I would love to go on the Norwegian Pride of America just to see. And it stops off at the different islands, so it goes Maui, Big Island, um, Kauai, and Oahu. And I don't know what order or anything, but I would love to go. So we should all go to and try it out. Okay, so some travel tips. The best times to visit Hawaii are or Maui or Hawaii in general, is from April to June and September to November, offering pleasant weather, fewer crowds, and better travel deals for agents to promote. Just keep in mind the rainy season is usually early in the year, like January and February. And it's also a great time for whale watching. Maui is big on whale watching. And during the winter time, it could also mean large waves. So always stay safe. Don't turn your back to the ocean. If it says don't go out, don't go out. Like listen to all the lifeguards, all of that. You want to use only reef safe sunscreen and make sure you stay hydrated. Get water. Bring a reusable water bottle with you, and always support local businesses. And remember to slow down and take it easy. There's no freeways on Maui. There's no, or any of the smaller islands too, Lanai, Molokai. It's very laid back. The speed limit is 50 at the most, and that's on Maui. Like, I don't even know if the speed limit goes up to 50 on Lanai or Molokai, to be honest. It's a very laid back. So when you come, just remember that you are on island time and to enjoy. And then mahalo. Thank you everyone for being with us and learning, hopping on to learn a little bit about Maui. So thank you, Sandy, for doing this with me. Some of the resources we pulled from was the website gohawaii.com, so you can check that out. And we're going to be talking about Kauai, which is my home island, next month. So it's going to be the last Sunday, which is the 26th. Um, but yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed learning about Maui. I'm going to.
I just wanted to make mention that I do have some other resources that I provided on our last Hawaii training, things like hotel recommendations from each of the islands, as well as luau recommendations for each of the islands that I can provide in the chat for anyone that needs it.
Awesome, thank you.